This next strategy is doubles plus 2, or we also call it monkey in the middle, depending on which way you want to go about it. But the strategy is the same in that we have a doubles within another number and then 2 more. So let's say we're adding 5 plus 7. Within that 7, there's another 5 plus 2 more. So this would be for any 2 numbers we're adding that are 2 apart. The strategy holds true for any kind of numbers. We can double the first one and then add just 2 more. For doubles plus 2, those are for any 2 numbers that are 2 apart from each other. So for example, if I had 5 and I have 7, they're 2 apart. And you can see that in that 7 is made up of the 5 and the 5. So 5 and 5 is 10, and then 2 more makes that 12. If, let's say, I were to do 6 plus 8. So I have 6 and I have my 8. Again, within this 8, you can see that there's 6 to match that 6. And if I know my doubles facts, then 6 and 6 is automatically 12. And I have 13, 14, 2 more than that. So we have, that's a great tool to be able to visualize that doubles plus 2. I also can show to you that monkey in the middle I was talking about. So let's say we had 6 plus 8 again. So they're 2 apart. What would happen if I took away 1 from the 8, but I gave it to the 6? Well, it turns out to be a 7 and a 7, which if I know my doubles facts, I know 7 and 7 is a 14. I don't need to think any more about that. So that's called monkey in the middle, double the number in the middle. So we'll use the Cuisenaire rod to show you this. So let's say I'm going to add 5 plus 7. You can see the difference here is 2. There's 2 more than that. So I want to think about my 7 as being made up of a 5 and a 2. So they're the same length, because it's going to be a little easier for my brain to think of it as being 2 5s plus 2 more. 5 and 5 make 10, and 2 more make 12. Showing it to you the other way from monkey in the middle. So if I have my 5 and my 7 lined up linearly here, what if I took 1 cube away from my 7, so it becomes a 6, and I give it to my 5, which also becomes a 6, well, I can turn it into a 6 plus 6, which to be at this strategy, I must know my doubles already, so 6 and 6 makes a 12. I've just doubled that number in the middle. Here's another example. If I were to add 6 plus 8, so I know they're 2 apart, I can think about this 8 as being a 6 and a 2, so I'll trade that. So I can think of it as being 6 and 6 is 12, and then 2 more makes a 14. I can show it to you in that monkey in the middle as well. If I take 1 away from my 8, I have 7, and I give that 1 to my 6. It becomes 7 and 7, which is 14. So whichever way works best for the child's brain is, and most efficient, is what we want them to go with.